All right, hey, how's it going? Welcome back. So today I wanted to do a build that was suggested by someone in the comments. So Booty Juice reached out in my last video and suggested I try out this new location. And so here we are. So this spot is just west of Camp Venture and just east of the National Radio Astronomy Research Center, kind of on the hilly area in between the Savage Divide and the Mire. And so there's this little existing structure here. On the inside is a turret that you have to destroy, and there's also usually always a mob of some kind. So not a mob, but just like a group of enemies. So today there was like wolves. There's sometimes super mutants, sometimes scorched, I think. So yeah, there's an enemy spawn here, so just kind of keep that in mind. But they're usually pretty easy. Alright, so I've struggled a little bit with kind of what to do with this, but I think I have an idea, and so I'm going to kind of show you. I'm going to build it and you can kind of follow along. I'm probably going to ramble a lot, so I'll skip ahead during those moments, but yeah, so I already have a couple things laid out. So I have this foundation here, and that's kind of going to line up with this roof here. And then I also have a foundation here that's going to line up with that roof up there. So I'm going to try to build on top of both of them. All right, so let's do this one first. So just need some floors. And I played around with this so much, like, I had a lot of different kind of ideas and different things I wanted to do, and it didn't really work, and that's why it kind of took a long time for me to put this video together, just because nothing ever really seemed to just look right to me. Come on. Here we go. And then for this section, I want to try some of these. I think they actually kind of look good here. It kind of gives it the look that this tree kind of broke into this porch, and it broke it or something. So I think that's kind of what I'm going for. Alright, so real quick I'm going to show you how to do, or how to place this perimeter wall frame without needing the stairs. So this is a trick I learned from, I think, No Respawns, so I want to give credit where it's due. But basically you can't, so the regular frame here, you can't just place it. For some reason it has to be attached to the stairs portion. So all you do is place on the stairs portion where you want it, or where you're going to want the just regular frame. Then place a non-stair version there. And then next to that you also want to place a another regular stair frame. So what that'll do is it'll allow you to take out this frame from the middle, and then you got to take this one out as well. And then that just leaves you with that empty one. And you should be able to snap that right next to it, and then you can take this out. So yeah, there you go. So now I'm going to use this as kind of like the entrance to this camp. And I'm going to do what I can to kind of place perimeter walls and stuff around. If I can, it's not that big of a deal, but this will kind of act as the de facto entrance. So, all right, I hope that's helpful. Alright, so after I finished last night, I got to thinking about this and how I wasn't like too super happy with it. So I've had some thoughts on how to change things around, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm kind of showing you this because, you know, as I started the decoration phase, I was like, I don't know, some things just didn't flow right to me. So what I'm going to try to do instead is, instead of having the main kind of housing structure be up here and accessible only from this building, I'm actually going to put it up here, and then the top of this, the truck here, is going to be more of a lookout station, communications sort of thing. And then this back building will still be used for like housing and stuff, but it'll only still be accessible from back there, but it won't have the stairs connecting. All right, so let's get to it. So first thing I'm going to do is just start dismantling. All right, so here's how everything ended up. You could probably see immediately that I made some changes even after the last change I made. But I'll walk you through all those and like kind of why I decided to change them. But yeah, so here's the outside. As you can see, the fence is pretty much the same. I have it kind of running out to the outside here so no one can get in. And it does a pretty good job of keeping all the enemies away. I just have this one turret up here. I actually just had a run of super mutants come down. This is a really kind of heavily contested area, I'll say that. And usually when I spawn in, there's always something here. Even the turret respawns, I think, every time I spawn in, or like fast travel. But yeah, so this is just kind of the main entrance. There is an entrance on the backside too, but this is the main one, so pretty simple. I wanted to do something here. I thought the campfire would work really well, and it does. I think it just kind of gives it a nice chill space for people to come hang out, and you can look out over the bog, see everything. I just have a little power armor station here, and yeah, so I just have a little power armor station here. Nothing too crazy. just for people that need it. The exterior here is kind of a mishmash of a bunch of different stuff. So yeah, the floor worked really well on top of this, the metal grating here, the way I laid it out. I have this junk fence or junk wall here that kind of sinks into the top here, if you can see it, and it works really well. It all looks really well supported, and yeah, I think it just kind of adds to the realism there. I didn't add a ton of stuff inside here. It was really hard to kind of fit a bunch, but I did add a few things here and there. So this armor workbench is already here. I didn't really do much with that. This workbench was also here, so didn't do much with that. There's not a lot of stuff you can kind of fit in here, and this is where you can see the turret exploded here. I tried to fit stuff up on these shelves, but nothing really worked. But I was able to fit this flag here, the Blue Ridge Caravan flag, inside there, and the ammo creator as well. So that's basically it, and not a whole lot. Oh, and I added a light bulb too to kind of give it a little color in here. Out here I also added the radioactive barrels, and a little bit of just kind of tchotchkes here and there. So some stash boxes, my weapons workbench, and obviously the vendor. I tried to fill it up a little bit, like where it made sense, and you know, I changed this foundation to a dirt foundation because I think it just looked a little better. So yeah, and I'll go in here and show you the room. So back here I have the Nuka-Cola machine and the ice machine as well. I have all this fenced off too back here, just in case. I added a fence here too. Oh, let me shut this real quick. Added a fence here just in case, you know, so you don't fall down. But yeah, this is the settler wanderer. She's chilling in here. For some reason, she doesn't go and play her guitar, which isn't really the end of the world for me, but she just kind of stays in here and teleports back and forth, which is okay. It's fine. But yeah, just like I filled this up actually, so this console table here is already here, and you can actually put stuff on there pretty easily. This shelf was really difficult to put stuff on, but I put a shelf on top of it. It allowed me to put a shelf basically sitting right on top of it, and then once I did that, then I could fit stuff on it. So as long as you're okay with it looking a little merged into there, you'll be okay. I did put a little TV, the fish aquarium, back there for her too, just give her something to look at. So yeah, that's her area, bedroom. This one's mine. So a little gate. So yeah, just a bed here, nothing too crazy. It's still kept open so that there's, I don't know, it just feels more scrappy and, you know, just kind of haphazardly put together. Not a whole lot of decoration here, to be honest. Just a little table for cooking. This is the rear end of the hot tub, and I did it this way because it feels like this could be a kitchen item, or at least like a heater for this bedroom here. And so I thought that actually worked really well. All I did was I burned these walls, and then I was able to place it through, and then I fixed the walls, and it was fine. So it's a pretty easy trick. And cooking stove there. Again, pretty simple, like nothing too crazy in here. I am at max budget too, so even if I wanted to do more, I really couldn't. So yeah, there's those two bedrooms. Then upstairs is just kind of a little welcoming area. I didn't really know what to do with this section up here. So I put this bone display and a couple flasks and stuff like that up there. So this is kind of like the brewing chemistry workstation area. I tried something new. I merged the scrap box into this shelf. I think it looks pretty good. And yeah, I just merged some other things in there. Another little kind of seating area where you can kind of look out and see if there's anyone coming or just chill. This was really hard to put stuff in here too, so anytime you have like a sloped roof like that going towards a half wall, it doesn't really like things to be put under it, and so I had to do a lot of different rug tricks and things like that to get things to sit under here, but I think it worked out pretty good. Little desk. And then I made this little stairs out of, you know, scrap or stash boxes and things. And up here is just kind of like the chill area where people can hang. There's another table. Little fridge for drinks and stuff like that. And then just the boxing thing here. Punching bag. So, again, really nothing too crazy. I didn't go balls to the wall with more string lights and conduits this time. I kept that to a minimum, but I felt like this could be a good place for people to come perch and watch, like, sit and watch the nukes drop on the cranberry bog. I think that'd be kind of fun. So yeah, I thought about doing something like kind of like out here, extending the walkway out into that roof, but I decided not to. But so yeah, that's upstairs. Try to decorate it as best I could. And then through here, so I didn't really do a whole lot with this truck, but I did add these little headlight things. They're just O's, the neon light O's. Just a little outhouse in case you need to go. And then so for this, I think I mentioned it in the build portion of the video, but you know, this tree looks like it just fell down, and I kind of wanted it to look like it fell on this house, and I'm slowly rebuilding the house after it fell on top of it. So I think it works pretty good in that sense, and I think it's integrated pretty well. This little area, I wasn't really sure what to do with, and then I hadn't really used the hot tub in a long time, so I just decided to use the hot tub. It's kind of squeezed right in here, and I think it's pretty cool, actually. Like, sit and chill. It doesn't, I mean, it sort of fits in, but not really, but I'm willing to let it go. But yeah, and then just back here, just little extra bits, another kind of watchtower thing to look out, down. This is the other entrance here too. People can come in over this way. So yeah, that's basically it. This was really, I'm gonna be honest, like this was really hard to build on. I went through so many iterations of things. Like this fence was really difficult to get right, and to find fences that worked and were able to sink in so it didn't look like everything was floating. You know, so up here in the last build video, I had it was more of a room, you know, and I upped it against that, and I switched to this just kind of open air roof because it just felt better. I don't know, like when you look at the structure, I mean, the structure isn't the most sturdy. I mean, it's supported, but this really only meant to be a roof. It's not meant to be like a fully supported thing. So I kind of decided that instead of having a full-on you know, little house up there, I just wanted to do something where it wasn't too bad or too heavy, I guess. So, and then I just left the house over on that side. So so yeah, that's kind of why I decided that. And it was also just filling up another bedroom with stuff just I didn't really feel like there needed to be 3 bedrooms here. So yeah, that's about it. Again, thanks to I think Booty Juice who suggested this location. It was really challenging, but in a good way. And yeah, it's this is a tough spot. I mean, there's always enemies here, so just keep an eye out for that if you do build here. But it is kind of fun. I mean, using this pre-existing location was really challenging to kind of find a good balance of, you know, my buildings and kind of like incorporating the existing buildings, like the truck and stuff. But yeah, overall, I thought it was really fun, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. So yeah, well, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment. If you have an idea or suggestion for places you want me to build next, like, definitely let me know. Always down to you know, learn about new spots around the map that people like to build in. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you later. Take it easy.